Guys, so today I'm bringing guys a brand new sports cards video. In today's video, I will be showing you guys the best long-term investment and possibly some other great long-term investments out there. Obviously with the NBA market as a whole, in a whole downfall right now, I believe it's a very good time if you are looking to buy and hold some card for 1 to 2 or even more years. I definitely think now is the best time to buy. Same logic as used with stock market. When the market is down, it's always a great time to buy if you're buying for long term, because obviously the market will pick up eventually, and especially in cards, obviously with the market down so much right now in the off season, it's a great time to start buying cards for next season and for the long term. But today's video will be focusing on more so, 1 year and plus, holds that I think will be very good. But before we get into that, I do want to say, as you guys know, I have my sports card investment membership program. Most recently, last week, we are buying Andre Iguodala Topps Chrome 2004s for just 50 cents a piece, and currently they are selling for roughly $15 a piece. Obviously, as a whole, our whole membership program has been making an absolute killing recently. Even though the market has not been as hot, we've been finding undervalued cards like these that were just way too cheap. Andre Iguodala is a legend in Philadelphia. He was a legend in Golden State. He's finals MVP. He's a 3-time champion. There was no reason he should have been that cheap. So, just a lot of underground picks like that our membership group has been able to find. And, we made around 30x in 1 week just off of those. So there's so many other cards like that we've been absolutely, making a killing on. Maybe not quite 30x on some other cards, but definitely, making a lot of money with the program. So if you guys would like to join, go ahead, click the link down below to sportscardsinvest.com and use code YouTube to get you 10% off. We've been absolutely killing it. It is $9.99 a month, or $69.99 for the year, or $100 for premium. But it's definitely well worth it if you're going to invest more than $100. I definitely think you can make that back in 1 month at the bare minimum. So if you guys would be interested in that, click the link down below to sportscardsinvest.com. But without further ado, we're going to hop right into this video. So the first very good long-term investment right now, obviously Kobe Bryant. That is not too big of a surprise for many people, but obviously with Kobe's legacy, obviously the tragic event that happened to him, I really think long-term Kobe, will never be forgotten. Every single year on his birthday, he now has a holiday in Los Angeles, Kobe Bryant Day on August 24th. He will never be forgotten. He's definitely, a top 5 player of all time, in my opinion. That's really, long-term, obviously his Topps is probably the most iconic hold. I would definitely hold on to his Topps for, years to come. Right now, they did go down quite a lot. This was nearly a $6,000 card in August. And currently they're selling for, $2,300, $2,400, which is definitely, you do have to be aware of shill bidders. There are a lot of shill bidders on this card, so I would not personally pay more than $2,300 on this. But, that is a very good long-term hold. Considering Michael Jordan, I know the pop reports are quite off, but Michael Jordan's Fleer is sitting at $100,000. Kobe's are just $2,000. Even though they have, much higher population, I believe there's so much room for this to go up. 5 years down the line, this could possibly be a $10,000 card. I would personally not be surprised. I'm definitely stacking up on these for the long term. Obviously the demand will always be there for Kobe. I can't tell you how many die-hard Kobe fans there are out there right now. Especially not only with what happened, but just the icon he was in LA. Brought 5 championships to the Lakers. He's, a legend in LA, obviously. So I definitely think, Kobe is a very, very good investment long term. If you don't quite have the money for a PSA 10, his PSA 9s are quite, cheap compared to the PSA 10. They're sitting at just $500 for a PSA 9. Even his raw is around like 200, I want to say. So that's definitely, a very good opportunity to get in at the moment. I personally don't think this card will be this cheap ever again. I think from here on it's going up, and it's going to go up steadily over time. I wouldn't expect a killing and a crazy spike in prices, but I could definitely see these Kobe's rising, a good 15 to 20% a year, at least. So I definitely think it's a very good long-term steady hold, not much risk, because there will always be demand on this card. It will always be a sought-after card. So I definitely think that is a very, very good hold right now. Another good buy, obviously, LeBron James. Right now, he's on pace to win his 4th championship. He's really getting into the Michael Jordan, level, I feel, in my opinion. I definitely think long-term LeBron, this will be the cheapest we will see LeBron. He's an icon, obviously, for Cleveland, for the Lakers now. And he will, no, we haven't seen this longevity ever, and I believe he will always be relevant in the media. Now with his son, Bronny, possibly making it to the NBA. So I definitely think he is a very, very good long-term hold. In terms of some younger players, that I think have the potential, I would definitely go with guys like Ja Morant, who are quite down right now, but are very fun to watch. Is definitely one thing you want to look for. Ja Morant won Rookie of the Year. He was the 2nd overall pick. He clearly has the talent. This was just his rookie season. He has a long way to go, but clearly with the potential he's shown in his rookie year, if he keeps at this rate, I think he will be, a superstar one day. I definitely think guys like Luka, Trae Young, obviously these might seem quite obvious, but, in terms of exactly when to sell and buy, I think now is a great time to buy all of these classic cards, just because when, the demand is still coming into the hobby every day. Money's been focused on football right now. When the football season ends and basketball next season starts again, all the money will move back out of football and move back into basketball, and that will cause these basketball prices to increase a lot. So I would personally go after the most classic guys, like, Luka, Kobe, LeBron, Zion, Ja Morant, all these classic players that people will invest in when they start investing in basketball for next season. Everyone's going to go for guys like Luka, Trae, Zion, Ja Morant, and that's going to cause these prices to increase. So I think now is a great time to get into all of these cards. Obviously with 2020 Prism coming out, bringing a lot more hype into the hobby, I would definitely say now is the time to get into all these cards. I've definitely been buying more than I've ever bought. Just because, the market with this demand right now into the hobby, I still see it with my membership program. The demand is still there. I see thousands of people getting into the hobby every single day, and that's just going to cause prices to rise. However, right now it's going into football. I believe January time it will be back into basketball by January. Latest, I believe, the basketball market will be back up and running, and that's definitely a very exciting time. I think things will be back up in price. So I definitely think now's the time to get in. In terms of long-term investments, I would go after Kobe and LeBron, just because we see where MJ's cards are at in general. And I just believe Kobe and LeBron, once really time goes on, our generation is definitely going to see, we're always going to sought after all these LeBron and Kobe's, because they were legends to us, and that will obviously be passed on. And I feel like when a player like LeBron retires, they really get the credit, and people really look back on their career and are just like, damn, okay, if LeBron's Topps Chrome with a similar pop to Jordan's Fleer, a little bit more, but if LeBron's Topps Chrome is 10K and Jordan's 100K, this could be a great investment, and that could possibly rise the prices. But I really hope you guys did enjoy this video. Once again, if you guys did want to go ahead and join the membership program, go ahead, click the link down below to sportscardsinvest.com. With the program, I have a little bit more intricate, investments, obviously more than just the surface level stuff. So obviously guys like Iguodala that a lot of normal people in the hobby don't see, we're able to spot out. So if you guys did want to join, use code YouTube for 10% off. Other than that, I hope you guys did enjoy, and I'm out.